Welcome, I'm Kerry Bestwick, and today we're simply going to do around a 10 to 15 minute warm-up yoga stretch. So nothing intense, just a really beginning practice to open up the body. So if you have any gentle playlists that you want to put on in the background, if you like a little music, you can go ahead and get that ready. I just have my yoga mat, and you can always have a yoga block if you have that handy, but it's not necessary. So we're going to begin, and we're going to begin on our abdomen. So lay down on your belly. And we're just going to stretch the arms out and the legs out. You can kind of rock your hips a little bit side to side, and then just bring the center of your forehead or your nose towards the floor. Take a breath in, lift your right arm and your right leg and stretch. Rather than going up for height, stretch for length. Take a full breath in and reach, and then relax. Do that on the left side. So the left arm, the left leg simply hovers just a little bit off the ground, and we breathe in and we stretch forward and back, gently pulling the pit of the belly in. Activate the core to support the low back as we stretch, and release. Take a full breath in, nice and easy, and a slow breath out. Now this time, take the right arm and the left leg, so it's opposite limbs. Again, simply hovering them just off the floor and stretch. And release as you breathe out, pausing, noticing. And then switch left arm and right leg, full breath in. Think about going up less and go more forward and back for more length. And release. Now gently feeling into the front of your hips. Again, pull the belly in. See if you can lift both lower legs off the floor, the feet, even the kneecaps. Your upper thighs stay down, and stretch the feet to the wall that's behind you. The space behind your toes, reach there. And then relax, feet touch down. And then simply lift both arms up. And then drop your shoulders off your ears as you lift the arms up, breathing in. And then breathing out and relax. Now, if you can here, press your hips and your pelvis into the floor. Gently pull your belly button in. And see if you can float the lower legs and the upper legs just up. The sides of your neck stay long. So you're keeping your nose pointing straight down, and you just reach, and I'm reaching forwards without lifting my shoulders to my ears. I'm reaching through my fingers and through my toes, arms strong, legs strong. Keep breathing in and out. Take one more breath here. And then just let the body fully release. I'm going to turn my head to the right side, going to bend my knees and just kind of slosh my legs side to side. From here, I'm going to slide the hands to the outside of my rib cage or my chest, my elbows drawing in and back versus out to the side. And I'm just going to gently press my pelvis and my legs down. I'm going to take a breath in, and I'm just going to really lift up lightly. I'm not pushing into my hands. I'm just lifting through my chest. It's not a big movement. Cobra. And release. Two more. So inhale, I lift up and up and up, and release. And just one more. I breathe in and I lift up and up and up. And I release. This time I'll turn my head to the left, stretch the other side of my neck, let my arms rest. Again, if I liked that stretch before, I can bend my knees and kind of windshield wipe my legs side to side. Now from here, bring my head back, and the hands are going to come to the outside of my chest. I'm going to use my knees, press up into an all four position. So my hands under my shoulders, my knees are underneath my hips, and I can't see my feet. So I took my feet behind my knees. So as I look back, I can't really see my feet. I'd have to move my head to see them. Belly button in. I breathe in, I take cow, belly drops, tailbone lifts, I look up, and then I exhale into cow. With the breath, breathe in, move the spine, look forward, exhale, round back. So focus on the breath. The in breath takes us forward and it's smooth and I'm opening up the body. And then the exhale, I'm rounding, 2 more. Inhale, forward, pressing into the hands. Exhale, back, belly button to the spine. 1 more. Inhale, forward. And then exhale, back. From here, I'm just going to widen my knees a little bit wider, bring my toes toward each other, press my hips back into an extended child's pose. As I reach my arms forward, dropping my shoulders off my ears, resting my chin on my forehead down. Take 3 slow flowing breaths. So the inhale, smooth, and the exhale, long. 2 more, smooth, slow breath in. An easeful long breath out. Take 1 more. Good. Now from there, I keep my knees wide and toes together. I rise up. I breathe in. I reach my left arm up into a twist. And then I thread that left arm under my body. I come onto my left shoulder, the left side of my head. I can keep my hips up near my knees, or I can take my hips back into that child's pose stretch. My right arm can stretch out to the side, can even come to my low back. So just feel where you want that right arm. Follow 3 breaths in and out. Good. 2 more, just creating space for easy, slow, simple movements of the body. And easeful, slow, simple moves of the breath in and out. Nothing to do, nothing to think about. Just the simplicity of body and breath, creating space in our physical bodies, strengthening our immune system and our respiratory system as we focus on our breath, and also learning to really steady the mind, to calm the mind. Good, and we'll slowly come back. So I use my right hand, come back up, reach my left arm back up, and release. Take it to the right side. My right arm goes up, I open up, and I thread that right arm under. Hips back or stay forward, left arm forward, or just back a little bit, rest the side of the head. Now back to the breath. We'll take 3 rounds of breath. Again, what we're practicing through this really simple yoga practice today is that ability to breathe efficiently, to stretch the body with awareness, to learn to slow down and be in this deep, deep breathing response, calming the mind, stretching the body, and really strengthening the breath. And then when you've completed this next breath out, we'll slowly come up, rewind that right arm, reach up, stretch up, and release it down. I'm going to reset my knees here under my hips. And again, tuck those feet, hands right underneath my shoulders. Now I'm going to take my right leg and I'm just going to tuck my toes and kind of rock a little bit back and forth here, stretching the leg out. And then I'm going to lift my right heel up and I'm going to take it over to the left side. And I'm just going to do a gentle twist over the left shoulder and back. I'm going to do that 3 times with breath. So I'm going to exhale to twist. Inhale, come back. 1 more. Exhale, twist. And then come back. And then here I'm going to bring my right leg back and I'm going to put my right foot flat on the floor. I'm going to spin my left shin across the mat. Left hand is down underneath my shoulder. I'm just going to take my right arm up for a stretch and then all the way over, big stretch. And I'm going to gently come up here. My right hand resting somewhere on my right thigh. I'm going to take a stretch over to the left. And then as I come up, my left hand is just going to hold really gently onto the right side of my head. I'm just going to roll my jaw one way and the other way, just stretching out gently the side of the neck. Good, and then I'm gonna release that. Take one more stretch all the way over, and then release back to that all four position. So this time, take a cat and cow, take 3 of them, 2 more, back and forth. Good, take 1 more. Neutralize, now the left leg extends back. I do that rocking motion, 3, breathe in, breathing out, 2, and 1. Now I'm gonna lift my left leg up. This time, crisscross it over to the right side there. I'm gonna look over my right shoulder, take a twist, and then back. Lengthening and then contracting that side of my body. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen. 1 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back. And then this time, my left foot's gonna go flat. My right shin is gonna flick over. And then I lift up here. I take my right hand down, my left arm, I'm gonna spin myself around all the way over. Doesn't matter which direction you're facing, stretch, 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 use that left foot. And then I'm gonna bend in, come up, core strong. Left leg reaching out, left hand, I take that side body stretch. This time, my right hand to my left ear, and making sure it's not a tug, it's just a gentle hold. The back of my skull going back so my jaw can really unhinge. And then 1 more stretch with that right hand down. Big, 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 big side stretch all the way. Good, and then releasing back to all fours. This time, hands down, toes tuck, my feet to the outer edges of my mat. I bring my body to a downward dog position, bending and straightening my legs a few times. 1 more. And I'm just gonna bend my knees, walk my hands to my feet on the outer edges of my mat, way, way wider than my hips. My knees bend a lot so my ribs can touch my thighs. Catch opposite end to opposite elbow, and then just let the crown of your head fall and dangle, sway right and left, right and left, and then find that still point in the middle where you feel all 4 corners of your feet rooting down, your abdominal muscles nice and strong, but the upper body is super heavy and relaxed, and the jaw is relaxed. The crown of your head just dangling easily towards the floor. And then press your hands into your shins with your knees bent. Just kind of come up halfway so you've got a flat back, stretching the spine, and then fold. With the knees still bent, bring your hands above your knees and just do more of a round back. And then a cat, open the chest, good. And then round using your abdominals, legs strong, and then open. Good, last one, you roll up and you can crawl your hands up your legs, up your legs, up your legs, and then stand up. Good. Kind of sway with your weight, feet hip width distance, sway your weight forward and back, right side to left side, and then see if you can find the middle of your feet, just ground down. Press all 4 corners of the feet down, so lift and spread the 10 toes. Press all 10 toe knuckles into the floor on the center of the heel and start to engage your leg muscles to the bone without locking out the knees. Gently pull the pit of the belly in and then lengthen the right and left side of the body. Expand the chest and the upper back. It's like the corners of your shoulders are moving back and your arms rest by your side. And then draw the crown of the head to the highest point in the room and gently tuck the chin into the neck, sides of the neck long, and it almost feels like you're pressing the skull back. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Stand upright and open, feeling strong, steady. Full breath in, full breath out. Just Tadasana, just mountain pose, where we learn to stand open and upright, fully grounded, stable, strong, yet open and relaxed at the same time. Now let's play with balance a little bit here. So we'll shift the weight into our left leg. And we'll bring the right foot just at the ankle bone. If you want to go a little bit higher, but make sure it's below the knee, hold it there. Gently pull the belly in. If it feels too much, you can always go against a wall and do this, yeah? Or you can keep the toes on the floor. Now bring the hands and interlace the fingers and kind of push the palms forward. Now press down into your standing like the left foot. Push into the right foot against the left leg. And now engage your abdominals. Keep the length in your upper body. And then when you're ready, reach the arms up, all the way up, up, up. See if you can take the arm bones back a little bit. Yeah. And now become as tall as can be, rooting down into the standing foot, engaging through the middle, and then the crown of your head to the highest point. So you're rooted, strong in the middle, in the trunk, while extending upwards, open, strong. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale, keep following the breath. If you fall, it's good practice. Falling is good. When you fall, there's an ability and a strength in starting over and rebuilding. Just keep rebuilding the pose. Every time you fall, remind yourself falling is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to rebuild, to start over. And then slowly, slowly release. See if you can stand back into the asana. Feet rooted, go front back, side to side with your weight, and then find the middle. Stand upright and open in both feet. Re-engage your belly. Remember to hold your head up high every day. Stand on your right leg now. That left foot comes. Maybe it comes up a little bit, but it doesn't rest at the kneecap. The toes on that left foot are pointing straight down to the floor, not forward. Good. And the knees pointing out to the side. When you're ready, we interlace. We go forward and up. And as we grow our tree pose, we start at the roots of the feet, through the trunk, through the core. And then we extend our limbs upright. Now bring in the breath. Stay with the breath. Take a couple more breaths. Again, fall, come back, fall, come back, fall, come back. It's a practice. And then slowly release. And just pause, just stand. Sway forward and back, side to side. And then come to an end of your mat, so top of your mat, bottom of your mat. Take a full breath in, reach up, extend up, look up, bend your knees, fold over your legs. Take your hands to your shins, do a flat back lift, and then walk your body out. Put your knees down. Take a cow and a cat. Back into a child's pose, stretch. Do that again, pull forward, and it comes straight into cow. We go back into cat back, and then all the way to child's pose. Take 3 more, so I inhale, forward into cow. Exhale to cat. Forward, cow. Exhale, cat to child. Let's do 1 more together. Forward, round, all the way into child's. Pause here, breathe in. I'm going to move my hands over to the right side. So I'm going to take a twist here. For me, I like to widen my knees again, toes together. I'm going to put my left hand on top of my right. I'm just going to take a twist in, child's pose here, stretching the left side of the body. 3 breaths following the in breath and the out breath. As you feel the stretch of the breath in and out, feel the stretch of your hips back to your feet and the stretch of the left hip through the left side of the body, through the armpit, the arms into the fingertips. Complete this exhale. And all we do is we go to the other side, passing through center. So now my left hand is under and my right hand is on top. And again, as I start to stretch my in and out breath, I start to feel from the right hip towards my feet, all the way up the right side of my body, through the rib cage, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, fingertips. Stretch one more in breath and the out breath. And then pass through center. We'll crisscross the feet. We'll come on to our backs. From here, just bring the feet to the outer edges of your mat and your arms more to a cactus position. And we'll just kind of slosh the legs one side to the other side, one side and the other side. And then as the legs come to the right, the next time, just hold that stretch. Take a couple shoulder and jaw rolls, shaking the head. If you'd like a little more stretch, you can lift your right ankle, place it just above your left knee, and that'll give you a bit more length in the left side of the body. I like to look to the right. It's a little bit gentler on my neck. I roll my jaw, 3 breaths. Follow the in breath and the out breath. And as you follow the slow breathe in, the steady lengthening exhales and inhales, we bring our attention to the length and stretch in the body. The mind is always being stretched to open up, to slow down. If you took that extra hook of the foot, release it, come back through center. Now keep your feet the width of your mat, bring your arms down by your side of your body so your feet are wider than the hips. You're just going to imprint your low back, roll all the way up to a bridge, squeeze in your glute muscles, your hamstrings, engage in the back of your shoulders. They push down the back of your skull, and then you roll down the spine. Do 2 more of those. So use your inhale to roll up, roll up, roll up. Use the muscles on the back side of your body to support the opening on the front side of the body. And then slowly come down. Let's do that one more time in a bridge. All the way up, 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 up. We come. And release down. Now we'll do a few of those sloshing movements again, left to right and left to right. The next time the legs go left, leave them left. Head can go left, center, or right. If you want that little extra, I like it. I take my left ankle just above my right knee. And then that reminder to find my breath first. As I breathe in at a slower pace and I breathe out with a slower breath out, I gain access to more space in the body opening up. My jaw releases tension, my forehead smooths. Just follow the breath in and the breath out. So simple. Complete this breath. If you have that extra hook of the foot, slowly release it. Come back and now keep the feet wide and let the knees fold in toward each other. This is also called pelvic reset. So if you did have a yoga block that you wanted to use here, you can lift your hips, set it flat ways, widthways, and you want it more towards your tailbone, yeah, rather than up the back. And it just gives you a nice little lift. Could also use a cushion from the couch or a few blocks. But then again, it's not necessary. You can absolutely do it just with the floor. Now take a few rolls of your jaw, a few rolls of the head no, side to side, the head yes. Follow 2 more of those slow, focused breaths in and out. Feel the body becoming still as the breath continues to move and the mind continues to think and feel Welcome everything. And then when you're ready, just allow yourself, Shavasana is pose of rest. We let our legs extend to the corners of the mat. Adjust your clothing. If you have a ponytail in and you'd like to move it, go ahead and just kind of chug. So you can see I'm kind of chugging my body, feeling the back of my body. So get a little bit of energy going through, chug, chug, chug. And then just let the body be still. Let the weight of the back of the body become heavy and heavy and heavy. And now feel the front of the body become lighter, more open, more spacious and free. The back of the body is supported by the floor beneath you. So allow the muscles, the skin, the bones on the backside to become as heavy. Keep letting go, keep letting go, keep letting go. Allowing the front of the body with each passing moment to become lighter, spacious, completely free. Body breathes all by itself. The heart feels, the mind thinks, and we simply lay still and allow all of that movement to happen all by itself. Nothing for us to do other than rest. If you'd like to rest longer, simply pause or end the recording and stay in that rest for as long as you need. Now, if you're with me, without moving, just notice. Notice the support beneath you. Notice the lightness above you. And now put your attention on the inside, right at the center of who you are. And just breathe into that open space of grace. From these calm, steadying moments, we gain access to a moment of starting over, a begin again. And from that moment of calm, steadiness, of lightness and ease, we choose. We choose who we will be, how we will be. So from the inside of the body, this calm, quiet space, start to gently wake up the body out here, the physical body, wriggling the fingers and the toes. I start to slosh my thighs in and out. Give that little chug of my body. And then I'll reach my arms alongside my head, stretch the right side of my body, right arm, right leg, and then the left side of my body, and then my right arm and left leg, and then my left arm and my right leg, and then everything from the core of my body, all limbs. And then I'll just soften and relax, just sway my legs to the right side, roll onto my right side and pause. Take a breath. And then slowly come up to seated. Just sitting easy with the eyes softly closed or resting somewhere on the floor in front of you with a soft gaze. Sit in a way where we're upright and open, grounded, stable, and strong, whilst at the same time incredibly calm, ready, and open. Bring the hands to your heart. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you for joining.